So here we are, we're on the San Joaquin River, we're fishing for stripers. Cal Kellogg here with Jack Naves, and Jack is going to show us how he uses chicken liver to catch stripers.
Yeah, so basically I just buy chicken livers at the supermarket. You know, I get a lot of them, about 10 to 15 pounds, and just grab a glob of it. And we're using circle hooks here. You can see how that thing kind of bends around. And I'm using the straight shank style circle hooks, snelled just like this. It seems like the best way to hook them. And what I do is I just hook it through a bunch of times to get it on there in the first shot. And with these 8/0s like this, you want more than one chunk of liver. You probably want a couple. You know, don't be shy with the bait, because you know the keeper stripers, especially when the water's above 55, 56, they're gonna grab this big bait. You don't have to worry about small baits until the winter time. So I'm gonna lob up, you know, a couple pieces like that. Now I'm gonna use this miracle thread, which is a elastic thread, and I'm gonna wrap it around about 15 times. So I basically just kind of grab it with one hand, kind of like that, just to get it started. And then once you get it started, I make about 15 wraps around the bait, you know, around the shank of the hook. And basically you want it kind of just bleeding out all that scent and juice, and that seems to really bring the stripers in. And once you got it kind of like that, you kind of just snap it off. And you want it on these circle hooks so that the shank's not impeded by anything. So you don't want to be wrapping it like up here above the hook, because that's going to keep them from getting hooked. So what's going to happen is they're going to eat it. It's going to pull right into the corner of their mouth like that, and that's how you're going to hook them on these circle hooks. So that's really going to be your bait on liver. Now with the other types of baits, you want it hanging off like shad or sardines or anything, you kind of want to just hook it through and have it hanging down the same way, so that doesn't impede that circle hook shank, because they're going to grab it and get them like that every time when they pull it away. So I usually just kind of wash it off. As you can see, it's really messy. Good to have a splash well. If you don't have a splash well, you can just use a big like storage bin or a bucket or something in the bottom of your boat to keep all that stuff off. You dip in water a few times, it's going to get most of the blood and stuff off, so that at least that way when you cast, it's not going to leave a big mess in your boat. So that's the basics of it right there. So let's see if we can